Greetings, I am Mr. Grimreaper 2, and welcome to another edition of Rip from the Silverscreen. And tonight we're gonna go through the film, the 1992 classic film Dr. Giggles. Now this film is directed by Manny Coto. It was co-written by Manny Coto and Graham Whiffer. It stars the late Larry Drake and Holly Maureen Combs. Brian May does the music for this as well. And so yeah, let's talk about this film. See if this is still working. Goddamn piece of shit. Sorry guys, my equipment. I tried getting this to work last time. For some reason my equipment's not working right. I apologize for this too. Alright, so I apologize guys. I'm trying to get my equipment working here. Okay. As long as I see the green there, I'm good. Alright. Okay, so we're going to start talking about the plot. Okay, so here we go. In the town of Moorhouse in 1957, the patients of Dr. Evan Rendell kept disappearing after some investigation. The citizens of Moorhouse found that he and his son, Evan Jr., nicknamed Dr. Giggles for his hideous laugh, were ripping out patients' hearts in an attempt to bring back the doctor's dead wife. I'm just going to put this up close to my face here. See how way y'all guys can hear me. Okay. Alright. 35 years later, Dr. Giggles escapes from a mental asylum, killing everyone in his path. And Moorhouse, 19-year-old Jennifer Campbell, played by Holly Maureen Combs, her boyfriend Max Anderson and their friends are planning their summer break. Jennifer, upset that her father is dating again shortly after her mother's death, is further angered when she is diagnosed with a heart condition and is forced to wear a heart monitor to determine if she needs surgery. Meanwhile, Dr. Giggles breaks into his father's abandoned office and starts going through the doctor's old files, gathering a list of names. He begins to stalk and kill several of the town's residents, including Jennifer's friends. Jennifer comes home from a party and, deciding that she has had enough of her heart monitor, dumps it in a fish tank. Jennifer's father finds her heart monitor and goes to look for her, leaving his girlfriend Tamara behind to also be killed by Dr. Giggles. Jennifer returns to the party and sees Max kissing another girl. Distraught, she runs into the house and mirrors. Dr. Giggles sees Jennifer and notices that she has the same heart condition as his mother, and goes after her. He follows and kills the other girl Max was kissing, but Jennifer sees him coming and manages to escape. Officers Magruder and Wright find her and take her to the police station. Through a flashback, Officer Magruder explains to Wright that he knows how Evan Jr. escaped the night that Dr. Rendell was killed. He was in the morgue where the bodies of Dr. Rendell and his dead wife were. He noticed the dead wife's body moving and then witnessed Evan Jr. cutting his way out of her with a scalpel. Yeah. He realized that Evan Jr. escaped by cutting open his mother's corpse and sewing it shut with him in it. The experience has left Magruder an alcoholic and an insomniac. Dr. Giggles makes his way to Jennifer's house and attacks her father. Magruder goes to investigate Jennifer's house and finds her father there, lying in a pool of blood. Dr. Giggles mortally wounds Magruder, who recognizes him as Evan Jr., angrily shoots him in the side before dying. Wright arrives soon after, finding his partner dead and Jennifer's father wounded but alive. Meanwhile, Dr. Giggles returns to his hideout, performing surgery on himself to remove a bullet. He then kidnaps Jennifer and tells her that he plans to replace her broken heart with one of those he took from the bodies of her friends. Wright and Max arrive to save her. Wright puts up enough of a fight with Dr. Giggles that Max and Jennifer manage to escape. Dr. Giggles manages to kill Wrights, but is unable to escape. But before his father's house explodes, apparently killing him. Jennifer is taken to the hospital, where she is told that the traumatic. Sorry, guys. Where she is told that the traumatic events of the evening have damaged one of her heart valves. She's going to need surgery to replace it. While she's being prepped, Dr. Giggles reappears, having survived the explosion, and is cutting a bloody path through the hospital staff to get to Jennifer. He chases her to a janitor's closet, where she spills a bottle of cleaning fluid onto the floor and hits him with a pair of defibrillator paddles, electrocuting him. She finally kills him by stabbing him through the chest with two of his own instruments. Dr. Giggles then breaks the fourth wall, staring at the camera, asking, "Is there a doctor in the house?" before dying. Recovering in the hospital, Jennifer is visited by Max and her also recovering father. Okay, so let's talk about this movie. I remember the first time I went to go see this when it came out in 1992. Actually, the first time I saw this film was in 1990. I think it was 94, I would like to say. Maybe 2 years after the release of the film. I saw it for the first time on video, on VHS. I think they were still playing it at the theater. I'm not sure. I really don't know which. But I do remember seeing this film and thinking that this film was kind of alright. It was okay. It was kind of cheesy in a way. But it was alright movie. I thought that Larry Drake played a really good psychotic doctor. This I don't think you would call this a horror film, much less a thriller. I think this would be more of a thriller in a way, because of the fact that there's thriller-esque situations going on, like the doctor, like there's a little bit of a horror aspect to this film. But I think that the film was really, really good. Larry Drake, God rest his soul, by the way, played a good doctor, played an evil doctor. Rendell is Evan Jr., who he plays, is a psychotic son of a bitch, trying to go after Holly Marie Combs' character. But I felt like, this movie was really cheesy for its time, especially in 1992. And I kind of liked it though. It had that much horror aspect to it to be a good film, to be a phenomenal film. Even though I think, even though some of the cheesiness was good, even though I think some of the cheesiness was kind of off a little bit, I kind of disagree somewhat with the critics. Some of the critics said that the film was kind of uneven. That the film was really wildly uneven for a horror film. But I kind of disagree with that. I still feel that the film did what it set out to do. And Larry Drake, man, he played one hell of a antagonist against Holly Marie Combs. which I loved, a lot. There was some pacing issues with this. There was some other stuff going on with this, but even still, I still felt that it was a good movie, as far as a horror movie goes. But you're asking, Grim, what'd you give it? Well, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Yeah, there was some stuff. There was a lot of cheesy shit in this movie, but it was still a good movie either way you look at it. And I think Larry Drake, as Dr. Giggles, played a very sinister role. His role was very sinister. His as far as everything else goes, this movie was really good. This movie was perfect. But yeah, let me know in the comment section if you remember this movie. Let me know in the comment section how y'all guys felt about Dr. Giggles and all that. But that's going to be it for me for right now. I'm Mr. Grandphone 2, and I'll see you all in the afterlife. Peace.